So before Regen, I was great, I thought, spiritually. Relationally, I was having some struggles just in my home. But for the most part, I thought everything was great. I was really active in student ministry. I was serving like altar team, and I was leading small groups, and I was just thought I was great before entering into Regen. So some of the struggles that were going on during this time, one was with my husband. Our relationship just never really was founded on a solid foundation of who Christ really is. That's not where we started. And with all of my trauma, I had such a rejected spirit, kind of. Like, I just never could believe that he loved me. And so nothing he could ever do could ever make me believe that.
So the main pattern for me was anger. Most of the anger came from unmet expectations. So I work in an industry where I'm the fixer, so I'm the guy that solves problems, and a lot of times I want to solve those problems or fix those things myself. So a lot of when my expectations were met, which was a lot, right? When you have kids in the house and things like that, I was dealing with a lot of anger issues. When you're constantly angry and you're feeling like expectations aren't being met, then from my view, I was holding back on certain things, not being as affectionate as I should be, not doing the things that a husband should do to his wife. I would take that anger and make that anger a priority over doing the things that a husband should be doing for his wife.
So we were two broken people that could not communicate with each other. And then with just having children, and my oldest daughter was, she was a teenager, and she was going through things, and there was a lot of turmoil between her and I, and then him and her. And in the midst of that, my brother was still really in the thick of his pit that he was in. And so during that time, I didn't even know where he was or if he was okay. I had been praying for him for like 15 years.
So before Regen, I was emotionally exhausted. I was spiritually lost. And every relationship that I had was circled around one thing. I pushed every good relationship away from me. Any relationship that was going to keep me accountable, any relationship that loved me for me, I was completely in a dark place in my life. I struggled with drug addiction, codependency issues, really struggled with people pleasing and just having low self-esteem, trying to fill a God-shaped hole with everything other than him. How my brother-in-law and my sister plays a part in this is I was praying for a hardened heart. My sister was praying that my heart was softened. Honestly, man, they were always rooting for me, praying for me. I'm here because of them prayers. Not only that, their obedience to God. My sister started this program when it first launched. I started an AA program. She was putting prayers out for me in that, and when they launched Regen, people in Regen were praying for me. The same rooms that I just went through this with some of the same people in the same building, to see it come full circle, it's their prayers is why I'm here right now.
So if somebody is watching this and you're kind of on the fence, but you're feeling a tug to try the program, I would just encourage you. And I'll be really honest that it's going to be a very challenging year, but it's worth it. And one of the greatest things too is you really have support and fellowship, and you may not want friends right now because sometimes we don't want another person in our business. But truly, I understand why God designed that for that reason now.
So I think through Regen, I've never been a big sharer. So I've always been kind of very reserved. And I think being able to open up and Regen, and some of it is even just hearing the stories of other people, that it just allowed me to open up and be able to speak more to some of the issues and things that I'm going through. I think over the years, I've never really thought that my anger was the issue. I always thought that it was the things that was causing the anger. Like I would put that on other people. So going through Regen helped me realize that the anger was coming from me, and that I needed to fix something in me. And a lot of that was just my expectations and my perception of things needed to be adjusted. And I think, speaking that out and going through the program has helped.
For the person that knows Regen is for them but is scared, I would say just do it. The only way to heal from anything is you gotta feel. And you're gonna be able to do it with people that are actually going through the same thing you are. You're not alone. You're gonna make so many relationships that are godly relationships that are gonna keep you in biblical accountability. And there's gonna expose areas of your life that you didn't even think that were affecting you. And for the person that doesn't think Regen's for them, I would say that's the exact reason why you need to be in Regen.